I'm sorry to break this to you, but a majority of Amazon FBA sellers are actually completely lying to you about their results. I'm not even kidding you, probably like 90+% of them are lying to you. Oh, I make 20K a month, 10K a month strategy. They're completely lying to you. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video today. Today I just want to be showing you my results and kind of expose the Amazon FBA truth of how much they're actually making. It's just too many times on YouTube do I see all these gurus and all these people say I make this much on Amazon FBA, but I wanted to actually give you a truth of how much you'll actually be making based on your revenue and why kind of the strategies I teach help you make a lot more with higher margins. So without further ado, like and subscribe and let's get right into it. And to be fully transparent with you, I actually am an Amazon FBA I actually am an Amazon FBA seller. I just wanted to show you this as proof, not to say, look at me compared to you. I would never want to do that to anybody, but I just wanted to show proof that I actually am an Amazon seller. I've made $101,000 so far in sales this year, and that's not $101,000 of profit. I mean, I wish that'd be pretty awesome, but it's way different than that. Actually, my margins are actually 34%, and then I'm putting about 10 to 15% into ads. So really this is around 18 to 20K in profit, just to be 100% transparent with you. We have 4 months left in the month, and these are our best selling months. We're in kind of more of a winter to spring and fall niche. Sells best during that time. So super excited for these next 4 months, hopefully projecting for 175K and maybe like 30 or 40K in profit after everything. But just thought I would show you. I'm an Amazon FBA seller, so let's actually get into what I was going to teach you. So going back into our last market we went to in the previous video, one thing that a lot of FBA sellers are doing is they find a market, right? High revenue, low reviews. They put a product up. They have around 25% margins. They see a great opportunity because there's very few actually sellers compared to search volume, which actually looks great from the outside, right? But what happens, guys, is their margins and what they make is not actually what they make. So like when you see somebody that's just doing a commodity product, in an actual market like this, so like when they're literally cutting and narrowing their margins down to zero, they're not actually making 63K in revenue. They're not even making 20K in profit, to be honest with you. If we kind of calculate based on what I could project these guys making, they sell a 10 pound product. So obviously off the bat, their margins are cut in half or their revenue's cut in half. 50% are already going to Amazon, right? And then we know that their product cost for a $10 product is probably like $6 or $7. So they probably buy in bulk, right? So this is probably their margins before ads. We'll even go 7. That seems more realistic for a $10 or 10 pound product. And what's the issue is when you sell a commodity, guys, you are literally competing for your slice of the pie every single time you're bidding. Nothing is different about you compared to everybody on this page. Nothing. And I mean literally nothing. And we're not even accounting for when they're bidding for people, guys, they're probably breaking even on ads, right? And they're just hoping that people click on their listing that literally looks like everybody else's. So my lesson to you guys today is like, be super wary on when people say Amazon FBA, you can make 10K a month, this or that. The reason why I teach branding and why it's so important, guys, is instead of having like a $25 product for 5 pounds and being a commodity, what branding enables you to do, and I know I've talked about this in previous videos, but what it enables you to do, guys, is you can almost go even double the price because of perceived value, an amazing brand story, why yours is so much different than everybody else's. It allows you to get away with honestly like a $45 price at this point. And now your margins are not just 20% after ads, they're maybe 30 or 40%. And you have a legit business that you could sell for 7 figures just like that. So making like 10K a month, guys, on Amazon in actual profit would really take, like, if you actually have a legit brand, it would be like probably 40K a month in revenue because you're pricing high, you know, margins are really good. But if you're selling a commodity, guys, like making 10K a month on Amazon, you would have to do like 70K because you'd put so much into ads, you'd be pushing so much money just to promote that hopefully your product can get clicked on before anybody else's. That's your only advantage, guys. That's your only advantage. Hopefully my product gets clicked on before anybody else's. Mine's really not even that much better than everybody else's. And, you know, it's like all these sellers are so lazy, and it's the biggest opportunity on Amazon FBA that nobody is teaching. Um, so the only people really doing it well, guys, is look at this brand, Freedom Soy Wax. Their packaging looks incredible. Incredible. And honestly, I don't even think they price high enough. But look at this, 4,000 orders instead of the 1,000 orders we saw in the previous listing. Why? It's attracting customers. They're winning the presentation game. It looks amazing. I'm kind of saying their branding is kind of like mid. It's very, very middle of the tier in my eyes. They should have added a character. They should have made this branding slightly better. It's still kind of like not the best, but they could get away with a way higher price, which is the funny thing about this. So like for, I don't know why it's showing me the $22 price. Like guys, for a 10-pound product with great branding, these guys are only doing $36, but they're making $511,000. So if we look at the difference between the commodity listing and the actual branding, it's a 10x difference in this market, right? Obviously, I'm not telling you that if you launch a brand in this market, you're going to do 10x better than everybody else. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just saying this is just a perfect example of how branding literally gives you the great margins. These guys aren't even pricing high enough in my eyes. They should be at $39.99 bare minimum. And if they were at $39.99, you know, their margins are going to look a lot different compared to if they did freaking $25 for a 10-pound product, right? And you know, you think about it this way, they get their product, since they're doing 4,000 units a freaking month, they're probably getting their unit costs for very cheap. So we'll go $5, right? And now you have a 50% margin before ads, guys. And then even after ads, instead of like a 10% margin after ads. And then you got to account for taxes too, guys. Like, this is why having big margins and doing branding is so crucial, guys. It's like you got taxes where you're, you know, you go 30% of your profit that you made to taxes. Then you have advertising. Then you have coupons. Then you have all these little things that add up. So you want to make sure, guys, that your margins going into Amazon FBA are big. You have great margins, bare minimum above 40%. That's why I'm rebranding. Like my margins right now are maybe 30 to 34%, and I just sell a product, but I'm an enthusiast market, and I've spent the last 7 months rebranding, and I'm almost there. I'm about 3-ish weeks away from releasing my freaking rebrand. And then obviously, like if you want to ever ask me questions about how to do branding, this or that, I do have a Patreon down below that's absolutely free. You can join just to learn more about Amazon FBA if you just are curious. I also have a mentorship tier too, because I know courses don't work for people really well. But yeah, this is just like my whole talk to you guys today, is just to give you the reality of it, because that's what I preach. That's what I preach inside. And I know it may seem a little bit repetitive sometimes. Sometimes I kind of go on tangents, but I'm just trying to get the point fully to you guys that Amazon FBA is going to be changing a lot in the next 10 years, right? Our margins are going to get thinner and thinner, and we must adjust. And in my eyes, starting a brand and having the best perceived value in the market is the way to do it and to get ahead of the crowd. And that's how you become a successful entrepreneur. So yeah, though, that's it, guys. If you like today's video, like and subscribe. I just appreciate you in general for watching and putting in the time today. It means so much to me. All the links are down below. Helium 10, free Patreon, you get it. But you guys have an amazing day, and I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys like the video. Take care.